Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. This is Success with Srini.
Welcome back. Happy Monday morning to you. Today is the 1st of August, year 2022 as I'm recording. And start of a new month, start of a new week. So yesterday on the podcast I said for the next 3 days, we'll be talking about some insights into life and career and business. Essentially, how to win in life. Well, this podcast is all about winning in life anyway, but then I was referring to a slide deck that was from year 2016, and I put a few slides together. I talked about one of the slides a few days ago. Today, tomorrow, and the day after, over the next 3 days, I'm going to talk about 3 specific slides from this slide deck that I prepared and presented in 2016 at one of my seminars. And I was talking about how to win in life and in business, in career. So if this is something that you're looking, then today's podcast and next 2 days are going to be very important for you. So let's get into day 1. This is a part 1 of this principle. So let's get into the day 1 or part 1 of these principles. There are 4 principles specifically I want to talk today. The remaining ones we'll talk tomorrow. The first one goes like this. You see, we meet people who always complain. And the chances are you are also complaining about things that are happening to you, things that you are being put in right now, which you may not like. There is nobody listening, honestly. So do not complain. And do not criticize either, because nobody is listening either. So you criticize someone, it's you expressing your emotions. Nobody cares about you criticizing someone. You care. You want to express. You want to release that emotion. So don't complain. Nobody's listening. Do not criticize. Nobody's listening. Even people pretend to listen. I promise you they'll turn around and in next 30 seconds everything that you said is out of the system. So there's no point. You rather own up. You take responsibility. You do things. Do not complain. Do not criticize if you want to win in life. The second, every time you give any appreciation, and I've talked about this here, numerous podcast episodes we have done, anytime you appreciate anyone, you should be appreciating people a lot. Anytime you do that, make sure that you are coming from a place called heart. Appreciation is heartful and it's coming from your heart. People pass a lot of fake appreciation, doesn't work, does more harm than it does any good. So any appreciation has to be from your heart. The next one, your job, if you do not do your job well, let's say you are not happy, you're not productive, you're not effective, whatever you're doing, who knows why you're doing what you're doing, and it simply seems to work, but you just don't see yourself in it. The job above your job is to only do one thing, which is to create enthusiasm. You see how I started by saying you're not happy? It doesn't matter you are happy, what kind of pensive emotions you are processing right now. Your job is to create enthusiasm. So imagine me going through a very bad time. I'm doing this podcast every day for the last 7 months. All 7 months, I couldn't keep my emotions in place. I had some good days, I had some bad days, and I've gone through all emotions, as I'm a human too, so I go through all emotions. But then, my job here is not to come and make your job miserable. My job is to come and make your life amazing. So, no matter what I'm processing, I should be coming here and creating enthusiasm. Otherwise, I just pass along whatever I'm getting. There are people who are giving me some things that they shouldn't be giving, and I shouldn't be giving those things to you because I got them. I need to police, I need to block those things that are not going to help you. And I need to only pass along those things to you that will empower you, that will give you or create possibilities in you. So your job is to create enthusiasm. And my job today is to create this enthusiasm in you. Now, talking about enthusiasm, you cannot create enthusiasm unless you create eagerness in people. So I would also want to add these 2 things, enthusiasm and eagerness in people. They need to be eager. Otherwise, You don't have the attention. You don't have the attention, you cannot create anything for them. And the last one is every time you see any improvement, praise. Any slightest, smallest improvement, praise. And praise is proven to create miracles. So every opportunity, your job, in fact, as a leader, as a manager, is to keep on looking for opportunities to praise. And your job is to keep on looking for things that people are doing incrementally better. So every time they do something incrementally better, some improvement you see, praise. Here is what I want you to do. So I'm going to stop here. As I said, I'm going to share 4 things today. I want you to listen to this one more time and see what can you do right now. Now that you heard this podcast, what can you do? What can you implement from this one? These 4 things. Tomorrow's one is going to be a little bit bigger because I have deliberately kept a little bigger concepts for tomorrow. But today, whatever you heard here on the podcast, I want you to apply one thing. So what I want you to do now is I want you to go and praise someone. That's it. That's all you have to do. Your children, your spouse, your wife, your husband, your partner, whoever. If somebody's far away, make that phone call, praise them. For some reason, find an excuse to praise them and see how your life is going to change in the moment. It'll be amazing. They can't stop. They'll praise you back. That's how this works. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Wherever you are, you have an incredible, wonderful day, and I'll be catching up with you tomorrow with a part 2 of this series. Stay tuned. Bye now.